Hello. We doing side quests. Got 2 left on this map. Then I guess it's Solution 9. Yeah, Solution 9. And Living Memory after that, which I'm looking forward to. But let's get these 2 quests out of the way. Ah, excellent. Just what I need. Someone who looks like they know how to kill things. On your way here, did you happen to notice the dense pockets of lightning energy scattered around? These areas have a tendency to attract swarms of monsters. Normally, we have a hunter clear them out, but given that they're short-handed, I should like to hire you for the task instead. The most infested areas are to the northwest and south. Oh, and a word of warning, try not to fall in. The tingle is most unpleasant. Doesn't kill you. I had to know. Okay. You've cleaned them all out, I take it. Fantastic work. See that there beyond the western shore? The menacing purple glow of the upturned city? We have the storm surge to thank for that. They say a wartime weapon created that gargantuan fount of lightning, and where such energy gathers, so too do monsters tenfold. Compared to something like that, these little chasms seem downright decorative. Still, the monsters are a hazard that cannot go unchecked. Would that we had a more permanent solution. But I digress. Your job here is done, and it is time you were paid for your services rendered. Safe travels. I'm not hurting for space right now. Last quest of the map. Oh, shit. Nice. Wait. A second one? $675. Level 98. Oh, okay. Oh, hello there. You're an adventurer, right? Can I interest you in a job? We're supposed to send out a shipment of electrope today, but the courier in charge appears to be taking her sweet time. If our shipment falls behind schedule, it will bring Everkeep's factories to a screeching halt. I have to stay and handle things here. So could you go and tell the courier she has a job to do, please? Given her obsession with technology, like as not, you'll find her wherever there's a clear view of the bucket elevator. She may not hear your approach, so give her a poke if you need to. That's funny. Alright. It's the little things. For sure. Oh, that's right. Once I finish the side quest, I can do the vistas. Word. Ah, what a beauty. Can I help you? You hear about the delivery. Oh God, it's the delivery. I was so enraptured watching the elevator that I must have lost track of time again. I admit, I never get sick of seeing it in action. The hover cargo we use is great and all, but I mean, it can't possibly compare to the sheer scale of... No, I can't start rambling now. Sorry, I'd better get back to work. Thanks for the assistance. Much as I appreciate a fellow enthusiast of our technology, I can't allow it to impact our work. The electrope we excavate here is a lifeline for Everkeep. I do mean that quite literally. This precious resource is used to create all manner of things, from daily necessities to heavy machinery. So you can imagine how a single hitch in the supply chain risks a ripple effect of chaos. Here's a little something for your trouble. Actually, I'm gonna show this off. I'm almost done with Heaven's Ward. I'm way behind on Stormblood. Almost done with Pixies or Shadowbringers. Done with Endwalker. And getting there with Pelipello and dawntrail. And I've been messing with jobs, but those are other videos that will perhaps come out before or after this, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's one map down. I guess solution 9 is next. Right? I'm just gonna check out Living Memory and see if there are any quests that are there. I'll save those for last, but I just want to know how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, okay, there's 4 quests here. 5 quests. 1, 2, 3, 4 quests. Something to look forward to in the future. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Get to listen to this song again. What the hell's going on here? Its unit is unresponsive. If only I could fix this. Wake up, Mr. Robot. Please wake up. Sorry about my son. As you can see, he's completely devastated. His favorite park warden has malfunctioned. Someone must have put this unit out of action during the raid. No doubt it tried to turn its weapons on the very people it once kept safe. As an engineer, I'd like to see the autonomon restored, but military-grade components are tough to come by. Come to think of it, there's a junk shop on Trueview that may well stock the necessary parts. Although the less said about how I know about how they source their inventory, the better. I could go myself, but given my line of work, I'd rather not take the risk. Would you be willing to go in my stead? My son would be thrilled if we can get this unit back up and running, and I'll make sure it's worth your while. Here, this should cover the cost of the parts. Looking for sentry parts. Better have the coin. I reckon this will just about cover it. Not sure what you're planning given recent events and all. But I've been paid. Nothing to be gained by prying, eh? Did you get a hold of those parts? Much obliged. Right, let's see what I can do. Well, it's back up and running after a fashion. Shame about its communication matrix, though. I suppose there's only so much you can achieve with a quick fix. At least it's standing up now. Come on, Mr. Robot, snap out of it. Do you have any ideas? I prescribe a good wallop delivered with precision on the side of its head. And damage it further? No, no, no. We need to be more peaceable. A more peaceable solution. Why don't you try to psych it up? That noise, what have you done to it? Rebooting. Systems reboot complete. We sentries are here to maintain peace and order in this sector. Citizens are requested to report any suspicious persons or unidentified objects immediately. Please enjoy the park facilities at your leisure. I'm glad we could fix it. It won't go toppling over again, will it? Honestly, I'm sure surprised that worked. Precisely why it had such an effect bears further investigation. But for now at least, everything is as good as it should be. Still, it gives you pause for thought, doesn't it? For my son, that sentry is a dependable peacekeeping park warden, but in the wrong hands, cohorts can be tools of great evil. Sadly, Zoraljav's attack on the city proved that point all too well. I just hope that the unit we just fixed continues to keep the peace. It's a shame we can't even take that for granted anymore. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I love leveling up. Alright. Just 3 more levels and I'm maxed out on Maybe I should do role quests after this. Nah, I'll finish all the quests first, then I'll do the role quests. Okay, so there's one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey miss, do you have a moment? My mom's gone missing. She's kinda careless and none too used to the city. I figure she's gotten lost. Anyway, I need some help to look for her, which is where you come in. If you can spare the time, just let me know. Yay, you're the best. I wasn't making much headway. The sentry stopped kids wandering around without an adult in tow. I think Mom would have headed back to the entrance of the city. I mean, I told her, if you get lost, make your way back to where you started. In other words, we need to head for scanning port 9. I'm sure we'll find her in no time. Knowing my mom, she's probably feeling kinda helpless right now. I hope we can find her soon. Where? I'm so lost. Oop. Battery running low. There's so many instances of this happening. I'm lucky my computer doesn't turn off. Oh. Wow, they have give me that Nutri Zap. Ma's always drinking this stuff, but she never lets me try. According to her, I don't need any more energy, but she has a can practically every day. I bet it tastes incredible. Say, miss, why don't you buy me one? You know, let me have a little sip, just a tiny one, please. Every one of these is no. I have no idea how these contraptions work. Anything, miss? Miss. Helping to track down this boy's mother, are you? I see, I see. Good thing you ran into such a kindly sort. How about I give you this? Unopened and bought just moments ago. A can of Gimme Brat Nutri-Zap. For me? Really? Thank you. You're more than welcome. There's just one condition. Make sure you ask your mother's permission before you try. Gimme Bat Nutri-Zap is an energy drink specially formulated to keep your digestive system in tip-top shape. It's perfectly safe for youngsters to drink, so you needn't worry on that front. I thought it was like a Red Bull or something, but it's more like maybe a buy or a health drink of some sort. By the way, it might be worth your while dropping by Linder's shop in the information center. I hear he has a knack for remembering faces. Look, it's the Air Wheeler A9. That's the latest gadget. The wheels turn into wings and it goes flying off into the sky. It's amazing. The ones they use for fighting have a bunch of different weapons, wing blades, shot cannons, all sorts. You can even get little toy versions. I'd love to ride one someday, but the robot soldiers are pretty much the only ones allowed to. Apparently, lucky machines. This kid has grown up in a whole different environment than the rest of the world in this game. Do you think that's Lender? Ah, you're one of Her Majesty's esteemed guests. How might I assist you and your young companion? So you're looking for this young man's mother and you wish to know if I've spotted her. Well, I'm sure you can appreciate that we get a fair amount of foot traffic through here. Perhaps you could start by describing what she looks like. That might jog my memory. Well, she has long hair and she's dressed in blue. What else? Ah, she makes those sweets you've got on the shelf behind you. The angel snacks. I believe those are manufactured in the production facility on the 7th level. I'd wager that's where your mother works. I'm sure you're already aware, but Everkeep is comprised of 12 levels, each fulfilling a different purpose. There are sectors for food production, machinery, manufacture, and much more besides. Look at me getting sidetracked. I saw a woman matching your description heading towards the government sector a little while earlier. I dare say you'll catch her if you leave now. I do remember thinking she looked rather unsettled, which makes sense in hindsight. Having heard your story, there's a civic advisory facility in the government sector. Perhaps she's heading there to inform them of the situation. Thanks for the information, mister. He won't disappear on me, will he? No. Oh. I don't think Mom would have used the lay node. They have those on the other levels too. But you need Queen Spring's permission to use them. We have to use the elevators instead. I guess you do too, right? Huh? Her Majesty lets you use relay nodes? Whoa, you must really be important. Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. So you were heading for the government sector. We were about to go and look for you there. We? Who's this newfound friend of yours? She's been helping me look for you, Ma. Together we figured out where you might be headed. I see. No doubt you had your hands full with this one. Thank you for your patience and for being so thoughtful. As for you, young man, dashing around the city on your own like that, did you even think to stop and consider how worried I'd be? Honestly, miss, before you showed up I was starting to get scared. It was such a relief when I spotted you. Thanks so much for helping me find my ma. Thanks again for everything you've done. It isn't much, but I couldn't let you wander off without giving you this. I hope you enjoy your time here in the city. Just don't go getting lost like a certain young man and his mother. You're one of Queen Swain's guests, are you not? I gather that you helped drive the mechanical soldiers from our streets. You have my thanks. As a matter of fact, you might be able to help me. In the wake of the recent disturbance, we've been overwhelmed with aggravated citizens. I'm steadily working through the backlogs of claims, but I'd ideally like to hear from as many citizens as possible. And I'm well aware there are some matters that the people are hesitant to broach with an official such as myself. On the other hand, I think they might be inclined to speak frankly with one of the city's saviors. As you can imagine, this is a matter of some urgency, and your help would be much appreciated. Please listen to what the citizens here in Resolution have to say, and remember, nothing is too trivial or trifling. Anything you can glean is of use to me. After the attack, I found myself endowed with a small fortune, inheritance apparently. But that begs the question, did someone near and dear to me pass away? I have no recollection whatsoever. I'm finding it all rather unsettling. My soul stock is down to 0 after getting caught up in that damned raid. If those bastards had gunned me down one more time, I'd have been gone for good. And what's being done about all this? Nothing. What's more, I hear the king himself had a hand in that awful mess. I have half a mind to build a city for all those spent souls. That'll show 'em. You want to hear my story? Well, my workplace was destroyed during the attack, which means I'm out of a job. Times like these are precisely when you need a decent stock of souls, but no job means no credit, and without credits, Please, you've got to find me some work. Did you manage to speak with the citizens? It seems that many have been left traumatized in the wake of the attack. It's also been alarming to see how many citizens were subjected to repeated deaths and revivals in such a short space of time. Such accounts are unprecedented. The concerns surrounding Soul's End employment are understandable too. It goes without saying that our resources are limited, and with the best will in the world, we can't hope to respond to every claim. Nevertheless, it is clear that more must be done to support the citizens throughout this trying time. Thank you for your assistance. I shall share your reports with the government sector colleagues and get to work on planning our response. Would you mind giving me a hand? I'm trying to find my ring. I think I must have lost it trying to escape during the attack. It's a plain band set with a black stone. Nothing fancy, but it's important to me. We've had it in our family for generations. Before the raid, I was doing some shopping in the Nexus arcade, so I figure it's around here someplace. Thing is, there's too much ground to cover alone. Could I trouble you to search north of the arcade? You'd be doing me a huge favor. I'll keep looking around here. Let me know if you find anything. No luck here, I'm afraid. Did you fare any better? Oh, this is it. No mistake. Thank you so much. I guess I should tell you a little more about the ring after you went through all that trouble. Hundreds of years ago, there was a terrible war we know as the Storm Surge. One of my ancestors, a scientist, had it made as an engagement ring. The little black stone, that's raw electro ore. Apparently, they snuck a small chunk out of the laboratory they were working at to use for the ring. Back then, electro ore was worth a small fortune. A gesture like that would have been a surefire way to anyone's heart. Well, according to my mother at least. Of course, these days, electrope is more readily attainable, and without any circuits printed on it. A gem like this is nothing more than a bit of lightning aspected rock. Still, every time I look at it, I can't help but wonder about my ancestors and the lives they led. I suppose I'll never find out whether the ring was enough to send sparks flying, or if they were wed when all this was said and done. Thanks again for your help. I'll try and be more careful next time I'm fleeing murderous mechanical soldiers. I see your majesty has registered you as a guest. Welcome to Nexus Arcade. My job is to inform visitors about the myriad services on offer here in this sector. Speaking of services, how would you feel about a little work experience? Some light labor might give you a sense of how we citizens live. I happen to have just the thing for you, a career assignment. Rest assured you'll be compensated for your time. Your task is to deliver these supplies to clerk P50910 in residential radius 914. When you get back, I'll hand over your reward and explain how this system of ours works. Everybody looks so cool. Okay. How may I be of assistance? Inspecting contents. Authentication tag confirmed. Acknowledging receipt of residential radius supplies. Thank you for your service. Please consult with your client to receive compensation. Ran past it. just received a delivery notification from Clerk T50910. Excellent work. As promised, let me give you a brief explanation of how we do things here, and where better to start than with rumination. Alexandrians are awarded credits for their labor. These credits can be redeemed for a range of commodities, including spare souls, which are especially sought after. You'll find some citizens taking on dangerous or highly specialized work to earn even more credits, and thereby furnish their needs. When it comes to delivery work, risky commissions that require couriers to venture outside Everkeep offer greater compensation. On the other hand, simpler, safer tasks undertaken within the confines of the city, much like the one you so capably handled, are rewarded accordingly. Now, seeing as you aren't registered in the citizen database, I'm afraid I can't provide you with credits, but hopefully this will suffice. Driftwood catfish pie. Sure. Anyway, that brings my explanation to an end. In case you were wondering, I'm just as much a part of the system as any other honest Alexandrian, so you'll have to excuse me. These credits won't earn themselves. Oh shit. Scorn servant. Okay. I get a corn servant minion. Good to see you, my friend. I hope all have been well. I hope you have been well. I, for one, can be better. Is this place not absolutely splendid? A far cry from any other town I've visited thus far. The silence of their bellies is practically deafening. My ears can hear not a single soul in need of nourishment. Might you be willing to help this old cob find their way about the place? Perhaps together we can find someone in need of corn. I knew I could count on you. If you have any preparations to make, pray take your time. I shall remain here, ready and waiting. Are you ready, my friend? Surely there is at least one soul here that seeks fulfillment, whether they may be. I am sure we can find them together. Let us be off, friend. We have bellies to fill. There. Can't wait for more Hildebrand. Am I hungry? No, not at all. Though Solution 9 was recently attacked, the production facility remains intact to supply us with all the food we could ask for. I can hear not a growl nor a rumble coming from this one's belly. Perhaps we should look elsewhere. What's this whole thing I didn't know about? Am I feeling peckish? That's a rather curious thing to ask about. The only thing I'm worrying about is nursing this injury from the recent attack. Food is the least of my concerns. So the twinge of pain felt in her was from an injury, not hunger. Do I look hungry to you? No, I don't need food. I could certainly do with a drink. What I wouldn't do for an energy drink right about now. Just one I could easily keep working all day. We were close, but not quite right. Let us keep searching. You want to know if I'm feeling hungry? I suppose you could say I do. A strange thing to say in a place like this where most, if not all, of our needs are easily met. I wouldn't normally ask this of someone I don't know, but might I speak candidly about something? It's not every day someone takes an interest in my problems. I'm not sure why, but recently I haven't been able to taste anything no matter what I eat. Because of that, I've been gradually losing interest in food. I realize I have to eat for the sake of my health, but now it's become a chore I'd rather avoid altogether. How terrible. A life without flavor is no life at all. But how am I to help her? I've got it. First, I grind corn into powder, work it into dough, then use heat to make thin shells. Then we mix together several extra ingredients, layer them into the shells, and there, the most tantalizing of tacos. Surely this will reawaken her taste buds for making tacos. You prepared something for me, but I told you I'm not really in the mood. This dish was cooked by the great corn servant. The corn servant. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's meant to be something special. Alright, let's have it. It certainly has an interesting smell. Oh, that was incredible. I can't remember when last I've had anything so delicious. There was someone who used to make these for me when I was younger, I think. It was their specialty. I wish I could remember who, but I'm afraid that memory is lost to me. Like as not, they're in the cloud now. Something tells me they were quite near, dear and dear to my heart, but it's all a blank now. I'm not sad about it, but I do feel strange, lingering sense of loss. It's hard to explain. The feeling grew over time, and before I knew it, my sense of taste was gone. But this food, this texture, this smell, this taste, it takes me back to my youth. Thank you, traveler. I've been reminded of something very precious that would have remained lost if not for you. I promise to do better about eating from now on. And thank you, little cob. Your cooking was simply divine. Just when all hope seemed lost, corn has prevailed once again. I was admittedly shocking. It was admittedly shocking to discover that even in a world where no one goes hungry, there could be such terrible discontent. But with a little corn and know-how, we rekindled the memories of happier times in her. It does make out good to see all go to plan. What's more, she was able to see me through the power of corn and happiness, no doubt. I've seen a great deal on my travels thus far and helped no few people find satiation. But there is still much of Toral I've yet to see, and more bellies in need of nourishment. I wish you well, my friend. May your belly ever be full, and your days filled with happiness. By corn servant. You're a real one. Hi, corn servant. You're by my side for a while now. Oh, look at the time. Okay. I should call it here. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I think there's one episode left of this. Then I don't know what I'm doing. But thanks for watching, and you have a good day or night. Peace.